morning, fellow graduates, faculty, family, and friends. My name is Hannah Derksen, and I'm a fourth-year Arts and Sciences major, with Biblical and Theology Studies as my arts concentration and Biology as my science concentration. During my time at CMU, I have taken a multitude of science courses. If a new class was being offered and I had not previously taken it, I would enroll in it. If you look at my electives, they are predominantly science courses. The simple explanation is these classes were the ones that I enjoyed most. In a more in-depth conversation, I would tell you how these classes helped explain the world that I live in, and I couldn't stop trying to learn more. Throughout my degree, my initial interests that I came to CMU with changed. Two classes in particular have had a significant impact. These classes were molecular and cellular laboratory methods and quantitative research methods in ecology. While the typical organization of a science class is 2 hours of lecture a week accompanied by a 2.5-hour laboratory component, these two classes were 5 hours a week with no division between the classroom and the lab. This alternative structure allowed for semester-long experiments. In molecular and cellular laboratory methods, I mutated yeasts, so the normal mating signaling was disrupted. I then used different laboratory methods in order to identify which gene was disrupted and to understand what role that gene plays in reproduction. In quantitative methods, there were two studies. One study was conducting a baseline survey of Manitoba's Boggy River in East Braintree. In this survey, myself and other students found ourselves up to our waists in the very chilly river, where we collected measurements of bank and channel health, as well as looking at the river's diversity through collecting and identifying fishes and macroinvertebrates. The second study took place in the Assiniboine Forest, right here beside CMU. The other students and I looked at the relationship between the invasive weed, Canada thistle, and the disturbance of native tallgrass prairie. While these were the most difficult classes that I have ever taken, they were also the most enjoyable because I was learning through hands-on experience. It was a tactile, experimental learning. The effects these courses had on me was the rewarding outcome of discovery. There was the thrill of solving a puzzle and learning something new. During the first 2 years of my degree, I was quite adamant about my dislike for research. It was only after taking these classes in my third and my fourth year and realizing that research is a social, collaborative endeavor that my attitude changed. Research is not the independent, isolated work that I always perceived it to be. I see similarities between it and the community here, which is an intrinsic part of CMU. While learning about how the world around me works from a molecular to ecological level, CMU cultivated my love of that exploration. Because of my time at CMU, I feel confident that I'm graduating, having grown as an individual, and I'm leaving with my own ideas of the world I live in. And I would not have realized my love for exploration and research if it was not for the time and the effort that I put in here. Next year, I'm pursuing a Bachelor in Human Nutritional Studies, and while scientific research may not be on the immediate horizons, it is not something that I have discounted. In fact, I'm quite certain that research will be a part of my future. Thank you.